We are live from Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, home of the Keystone Flag Football League for week number 1 of the 2021 fall season. As the Demons take on Primetime, low snap to Parker, the dead ball at the gate. Let's go around and see what's up. Demons in the red, some white in there. Primetime, they got yellow, they got whatever that 717 elite collar is. They got white, they got another white jersey. They got new ones coming soon. Check out the new Demons uniform debuting in this first game. Third game overall for this franchise. We saw them back in January and another low snap, and that is not helping them. This center to quarterback exchange struggling already. Last time we saw Demons in action, you have to go back to the New Year's Invitational. That was back in January. We were down there in Greencastle. Ross Collins was live for that game as the Demons defeated the Immortals and Ruckus en route to winning the New Year's Invitational. The combined score of those two games, 48-12, outscoring their opponents an average of 24-6. And there's that man right there, Sean Parker, a quarterback. Let's see how he could do. He's about to enter his fourth year playing. Ball to go to that right side, incomplete. And so right out the gate, Demons not with the start they needed. Primetime 1-0 coming into this game. They just knocked off the X-Dogs. So X-Dogs 0-1 to start the season. Back-to-back fall seasons. Remember, last fall they started out 0-1 as well, losing to Broad Axe down in the Washington County League. See how the X-Dogs can bounce right back. They're done for the rest of the day. We'll catch them again in action throughout the season. Parker going to punt it. Nope. We try to take it. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay. What a play by Sean Parker. Okay. Despite not getting the first down, I give him credit. That could have been a lot worse than what it was, but he managed to get out of the pocket. Demons, however, will turn it over. Sun's facing this way, so we're going to the end zone. Joey Blaze back after a 13-day hiatus. Last time we were live was back at YAFFL Week 1 up in York, Pennsylvania. Primetime out of the YAFFL in action in this game. Taking on the Demons. Week 1 of the 2021 KFFL fall season. We'll be up here every Saturday, Keith Giles and I, throughout the year. So we go share all this around. This game simulcasted on both Facebook and YouTube. Those of you tuning in right now on Facebook, good to see you. Good to see all you on YouTube as well. We're going to zoom right down here on this. Champ going to take it. Play action. Wide open. Guzman. Touchdown, Primetime.
I'm too comfortable, man. You know Joey Blaze. Too comfortable.
D'Lo coming through. And right out the gate, Primetime takes a 6-0 lead on the Demons. Primetime about to hit their first year anniversary in about a month. We first saw them at Clash of York 2 last October. They had a tough draw with the Renegades and Maryland Titans. Ended up going 0-3 on the weekend, but had a very competitive game on day 2 with the Titans before falling short. We'll see them at Clash of York 3 in a few weeks as well.
Open.
Moore going to throw. Oh, it is open. All right, and that's incomplete. And so the score will sit at 6-0 in favor of Primetime.
Yo, one.
So Demons back on the field. Not a good start. That center quarterback exchange, the issue early on. They're going to get that right away. Misfits are here, ready to go. In fact, both teams on the same sideline right now. Misfits got a double of their own. They play Demons, and then after this, they'll follow that up with the Outlaws. Parker, left side complete. Savage and pulled right down. Parker, right side, complete. Turning that pull right down. First down. In favor of the Demons.
Man, I need him on this side. Come on. I'm here.
One tight end set. Parker in the backfield. Going to take the snap. Going to the left side. Going to throw it up. Incomplete. And it'll be second down coming up for the Demons. Facebook. Live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, wherever you can find us here on Team Blood Talk. Joey Blaze on Facebook for those wanting to tune in, watching around the world.
I didn't even have any, but with the tight end, they both had blocks. I was sitting there by myself. 15.
They'll line it up.
10.
One tight end, empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. Parker takes a snap, going to the right side. And there will be a hold coming. Primetime saying they had a pull on the flag, but the officials did not agree. Third down coming. Parker, step it up. Hold down.
Fourth down.
Parker. Hey, Gary. Big Dev for completion. There's a flag coming. Preliminary indication is a hold. So as a result of the hold, it'll be a first down for the Demons.
Someone missed the flag. Good team.
Parker on it. Pull right down. And they're going to call quarter on that note. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is Primetime 6, Demons 0. First and goal coming up. And we're going to walk to the back of the end zone. Sun facing directly at us. Demons coming down this direction. Beautiful day here in Shippensburg. Weather is supposed to be about 70 degrees, supposed to peak around 77. Sun will stay out today. Second of 6 games we're going to have for you.
Somebody's free.
That means his right. He's going to go right to you. He's going right to his right. He's going to have one come in. He goes right to his right, probably all drag, slants, post. First and goal.
First and goal coming up.
Go.
Swap the size, Nick. Yeah. You want middle or out? Sitting for me.
15 in the huddle. Yeah. We'll try to get back here. Low snap again to Parker. And he's going to be sacked. That center to quarterback exchange is not working. That is 4 bad snaps in this game. I apologize. The weather has been chilly all morning, so my voice might be a little off for this one. This match, the temperature is going to peak around 77. Sun's supposed to stay out. Nice breeze. Second of 6 games we have for you. After this, it'll be Misfits and Demons, followed by Misfits and Outlaws, Bees and Spartans. We'll wrap up the day with Venom and Pure Chaos. Little low snap, and Parker's going to drop it. They got to get that figured out, though. You can afford a few of these mistakes when you're playing a team like Primetime, but if you keep making too many of them, it's going to come back to bite you. This Primetime team is hungry and ready. They're about to enter their 2nd year of playing. As we mentioned, debuted a Clash of York 2. They were making a scene, came on to the 4 State 4s back in January, where they fell to the Spartans in the semis and then beat the Killer Bees in the consolation game. Morning. How are you? Good. And here we are, back to seeing them again, Primetime. They're here. Got Balder's photos in the house. She getting the pics. I'm getting the flicks. Nice little completion on that side, but nowhere to go. And right now, if I were to say who the better team is in terms of execution, it's Primetime. Primetime is playing really well right now, and the Demons are not on the level that we were expecting. Remember, this was a team that at the New Year's Invitational went 2-0. They beat the Immortals 20-6 in the semis, and then defeated Ruckus 28-6 in the championship. And that was a very loaded Ruckus team, a little more reminiscent of the Killer Bees Misfits team that we saw in KFFL up here back in the spring. They'll be facing a much different Misfits today. There's the left side. Incomplete. And that'll be a change of possession, and the Primetime will take over. Demons unable to score. So we'll flip the field. Keith Giles will be back after this one. He will be covering the Misfits the Misfits doubleheader with Demons and Outlaws. And then I'll be back for Killer Bees Spartans. Champ Moore, quarterback. We first saw him in the 4 state back last September. Or actually 2 years ago, he came up here to Shippensburg as part of Gusto Land. They played a classic with the Misfits, 25-19. Misfits prevailed. But it came down to the final play of the game in the back of the end zone. Another sack there, Park's getting in. See a lot of familiar faces, guys who played together for a while. A lot of program, a lot of cram on this team. You can definitely see the Cramley influence, especially on that defensive side of the ball. A lot of guys who are on that side that were part of the program last fall when they were in the Washington County Flag Football League. We hadn't seen the Cramley since they lost to the Tri-State Spartans in the quarterfinals. Remember that 5 overtime classic up in Marty Snook. To date, the last game I did for Washington County. It's almost been a year since then. It's crazy to think about. Here they are today. A new squad, new identity. See how they do. Left side to Guzman, incomplete.
I was like, as soon as I jump and you push me, you know it's coming. Third down.
Yeah, false start on Primetime. Mentioned a good mix of jerseys, Primetime. You know, the York guys will work together. Those guys over at KFFL, they play together. As the statement goes, better together is their philosophy over there in York, PA. Seeing a nice little conglomerate of different guys from across that league. Remember, 700 players registered overall, and that rush is coming in. Cadro gets the sack. And we're starting to get a presence of that program defensive line. Death row, as we called it, in Washington County. That same breed of play, that same brand of defensive football being brought here with the Demons now.
On the ball. Towards your way. On the ball. Go get it.
5-1 punt it. Tez on a return. Turn out down the sideline. This might be what they need. He's been doing this for years. And he'll be pulled right down. Big return by Boyce, one of the key components. And we talk about this Demons team. We've been calling them new Cram, essentially. A whole new strain of Cram has come out. Continuation of program, at least to me it is. Different direction though. Fresh minds to it. Lai and J-Dub both stepped down from program at the end of November of last year. As a result, the team folded. Demons were supposed to play in the spring, but that did not work out. Did not have enough bodies. They played at different parts, some for the Warriors, some on Misfits, some on the Killer Bees. They are here today, though, as part of the Keystone Flag Football League, trying to make a statement. Parker will take the snap, a lot better, going to throw a little low, complete. Try to get it to Aliff. Aliff coming over from the Killer Bees. We'll see how they look when they take on the Tri-State Spartans, another team that's in purgatory later today. They've made a switch at center. Brock Klein now in. It's not that long ago, Brock Klein was the 2019 Offensive Lineman of the Year in the fall of that season in the Washington County Flag Football League. Had quite a fall starting on that position for the Warriors at center. Was a big piece to that offensive line being successful that season. And he's stepping up here as Parker going to get some moves, and he's going to be pulled right down. Third down coming up. Parker takes it. Low, incomplete. Fourth down now for the Demons. Coming up next, Misfits doubleheader. They got the Outlaws and they got the Demons. Reverse order though. Parker gonna be pulled down, nowhere to go. Turnover on downs, and Primetime pitching a shutout right now. Got to give it to this defense. They played excellent today against the X-Dogs and the Demons. Two staples in the 4th state. A lot of guys. York making a statement early on, and we'll see Wolverines next weekend. They'll be up here. They got the X-Dogs in their first 9-man game. We'll see how it goes when Wolverines take on the X-Dogs. York coming over and trying to make a statement to KFFL, giving it to the 4th state so far today. This will be the last game for Primetime, though. We'll see Wolverines in action next week. Only team bye-bye. More. 7 out. Intercepted. More picked. And he's trying to say it should have been a penalty. We'll flip it over. Sun's this way, so we'll head to the Demon sideline. Excuse me. Zoom in on Parker down here. Sean going to throw. Complete. Oh, incomplete. Minute 21 to go in the half. Outlaws have arrived. Still trying to find that first win. 0-9 last year in their last season in league play. We saw them play 5-man. They've been playing a lot of York 8-man. See what they've improved of since the summer ended. It's nice to get out the different styles. All the hands. That's going to be an interception if it counts. Yes, sir. Interception. Primetime ball. And Primetime right now is just playing on a whole other level defensively. 6 points allowed total today. That lone touchdown to the X-Dogs.
Let's go. How many times I got? 2, right? Manny!
15.
Go here.
5.
More. Incomplete. That's a bad drop. Second down coming up for Primetime. Misfits over there. They're ready to go. They'll be in action next. Play action. More. Another incompletion. Receivers just not executing right now for Primetime. Keith Childs will be back for the third game and the fourth. He'll be doing the double of Misfits Demons and Misfits Outlaws, and then I'll be back for B Spartans. And then he'll finish up with Venom and Chaos. And then next week it'll be all me. Start to finish. Hopefully my voice gets better. Just finally coming out of an allergy issue. Never really been able to talk normally. Voice was fine on Wednesday, but most of the week just was a hard struggle to even get words out. Back here though, we got some games today. Should have got some more tomorrow. More gonna roll back, way back I mean. Bob gonna chuck it. Incomplete. Fourth down coming. Moore stepping out, going to throw low, incomplete.
Lateral.
Ryan's going to say as a lateral, so to go backwards. And Demon's going to start at midfield. And that drive for Primetime that was a mess. Not really sure what they were going for there, but they'll get it figured out, I guess. Rare slip up for this team today. Primetime's played well otherwise. Trying to get it going in their second season at KFFL. Entering their second year at 9-man. Take a look. Check out the new Venom uniform they got. They'll be in action later today against Pure Chaos. They played together a little bit last year, a few guys on each side. So we'll see how that goes. Some Venom guys were in Chaos for County. going to be pulled down behind the line. Zoom in on Parker. He'll take the snap. Complete, definitely outside, rolling towards us. Yeah, there we go. Can never be too far away from the field. And went the end zone. And apparently that was half, so at halftime, Primetime leads the Demons 6-0. We'll be right back. Second half underway.
Third quarter.
Primetime and Demons. Primetime in the yellow. Some white, some pink. See the collaboration with 717 Elite. See the few York franchises represented today on this team. Got a Goonies jersey. I've seen a Killer Bees earlier. KFFL coming out here to the 4-state. Trying to show what their brand of football could do on the 9-man circuit scene. More. Sacked by Gaskins. That D-line is going to be critical for them to win this game. That is their biggest advantage coming in.
Nothing should come up the middle regardless. Come on the line, same thing. Let's go.
Second down, and we'll turn it around. Keith Giles will be live for the next game, Misfits and Demons. That'll be on Try Hard Sports. Little low to Bob. Incomplete. Third down coming. Primetime scored in the first play of the game. Nothing since. How you doing? Good. Good old Tim Miller down there. Glad to see all our favorites here today. Sack, net him. And right now, that D-line getting in there. How you doing, Tim? Good to see you, too. See Tim in action a little bit for Misfits, I would imagine. Long-time veteran. Here at KFFL in the fall for the first time in his career. Been around for many years. Going back to the PG Hitmen. He was with Miller Lite as well. Storm, Nighthawks, Program, Spartans. Tim Miller has certainly gotten around, and kick coming here for Bob. It's going to roll, and Tez will return it. Tez is good at this. It's not that long ago we saw him with a game winner. Mounted down the field. And here we go. Demons in the red zone. Primetime has sputtered. They're right here, so here we go. Demons, despite the offensive issues, have an opportunity here to tie the game. And Primetime's offensive issues starting to catch up to them a little bit. They're losing that trench battle up front. in a big way. Denham, Parks, Gaskins, and Cooper all have sacks on that front. When you're able to get big bodies in there like Jace Denham and Malcolm Gaskins, you throw in an end like Kaja Cooper and put in a smaller guy in Parks to come in and rush as well. That could be a pretty hard defensive line to stop, especially for a primetime team. That the trenches were one of its biggest struggles at times last season. See what this offense could do. Parker. And he's sacked. Second down coming up. Parker. I got the polo on that right side. Incomplete. Holding right now on the offense, and this team's struggling. Same issues as haunted the program, was always an offensive team or offensive quarterback presence, but right now it seems more like a chemistry issue. They just seem like they're lacking it. The execution is not there. The trenches are gelling. They already played two centers. They just put in Brock Klein for the last quarter and a half. Remember, we haven't seen Klein play since last October when he was with Warriors against Showtime. He was in for a little bit, rehabbing an injury before he left. That was the last time we saw him in 9-man. Parker. Played Aleph. Hold down. Third down. Parker down there. Sorry about that. I'm not zoomed in as close as I should be. And off the heads, incomplete. Fourth down. A turnover of downs, I believe, actually. No, it's fourth. So fourth down coming up for the Demons, and this offense, I don't even know is even at how many yards they got. They don't got many. That age-old problem that haunted program and Nighthawks for many years, and Storm before them rearing its head. Many years they had one of the better defensive units in the Washington County Flag Football League. They were the fourth best defense last year, but had the number 8 offense to go with it. Remember, there was a bit of a shuffle with them last year. Ant Smith started out as quarterback at the beginning of the season before he was replaced by nice guy Nick. Haven't seen nice guy Nick since. Before that, it was Ricky Miller. He came in 19, replacing Adam Malott, who had been the most successful quarterback that the program had had. Remember that spring of 2018, they were 7-1 in the Washington County Flag Football League. Got wins over AFN and Mayhem along the way. Played ADR in a classic down at South High. One of the better offenses. Adam was quarterback of the year, but after that, they were never the same team offensively. And those struggles looming in with the Demons franchise right now. There is a flag, and they just stopped the play on their end.
What happened? We at the 20? Hit the end zone, we at the 20?
Where are we? I got
No, I'm
lost.
saying if they punt it.
Yeah, if it goes to the S, that's a 20. Yeah. Let's back up a little bit. That is a touchback rule. It is the 20 in KFFL. Parker going to punt it and see if he quarters it a little bit here. Looks like the ball's going to die right about the 2-yard line. So Demons will start, or Primetime rather, will start off, not the best field position. 2-yard line. Second of 6 games we'll have for you today. The Demons Misfits after this, followed by Misfits Outlaws. Keith Giles will have both of those games on Try Hard Sports. This will be followed up afterwards by Killer Bees and the Tri-State Spartans. I'll have that game on both Joey Blaze and Team Blood Talk YouTube. Currently, Keith is set to call Pure Chaos and Venom to end the day on his channel. We'll keep you updated in case something changes there. I'll be here all next week. TBT will have full coverage of KFFL next week. And then the rest of the way, Keith and I will split it as we see it. Looks like there's no penalty, so Goose was going to be wide open down the field. And Demons wanted a penalty on Primetime, but no call. And instead, Moore's going to find Guzman for a big game. Demons team not showing. This is not the exact team we saw at the New Year's Invitational. It's a bit more well-rounded, but not seeing the same results. Remember how dominant they were back in January, albeit we are pushing 8 months away since those 2 games. And a lot has changed in 8 months. More. Complete. Pulled right down. Well, I thought so. I heard a pull at some. I definitely heard a pull at some point, but the whistle is now blue. Maybe I misheard. Maybe somebody else got their flag pulled. You never know. Hands can get caught up in different places sometimes. You never know where it can go. Got to make sure you're grabbing a flag and not a shirt or a pair of pants. "45 seconds remaining in the third. More play action. Off the hands, incomplete. Third down, and we talk about the problems that the Demons are having offensively. Primetime ain't doing much better. Primetime's only score was on their first play from offense. They've been shut down since. Quarter called. So at the end of the third quarter, the score, Primetime 6, Demons nothing. So we'll flip the field. Four more games left today. Keith Giles on Try Hard Sports will have the doubleheader. They'll have both Misfits games against the Outlaws and the Demons in reverse order. And we'll welcome back to Mr. Keith Rizell back on the field. First time since May. Recovery from an injury. How you feeling, Keith?
Good.
Good. Glad to have him back out here today. Had a whole summer of rest, back here for the fall, ready to go, grind it out for the rest of the season. We'll head on over to the sideline of the Demons for this drive.
He tried to hand fight for me when I was playing.
Try to get somewhere and nowhere to go.
Jay Blaze.
Rock Klein.
Nice to see you.
Good seeing you too.
Just out here playing my favorite position.
2019 Offensive Lineman of the Year. You were.
I know. Not by choice. I did so well because I was mad I was there, man.
And you made the most of it. It's a life lesson, even in the hardest of circumstances. Always make for the best.
I'm just very talented, you know what I mean? I can do everything.
Hey, center's tough, man.
It's not the ball to myself. Then throw the ball. Catch the ball. Come on, Ron. Oh, Tan.
Chapping the gun. Got it back. There's a rush coming. I think Kodja got in for the sack. Is that offense? I believe it might be. Offsides is supposedly the call.
That way he attacked him. That way, anything can knock the nigga, you know what I mean, back to the initial boom. If you go past him, you got the pop. Something to get you going.
Metal complaint. Wow. See where the pull is. I thought he was short.
I admit I'm dragging you.
4-3, 4-3, 4-3.
No, they'll say it. Second down coming. Shy to first. Incomplete there. Third down coming. 6-0 to score so far here in the fourth quarter. Did some low scoring gains. Got to give it the Primetime's defense. They've only given up 6 points through 7 quarters of play today. Go ahead and update that scoreboard. Much improved Primetime squad are definitely clicking here as they get closer to year 2. Outlaws starting to arrive in full force. Let's see what they got. They're going to be in action. I know they're pulling some KFFL talent as well. More nowhere to go. Fourth down. Metal complete. Be a nice game there. Should be a first. And Primetime making some moves.
You too worried about me? Go ass boy. Ball's already out. No.
I'm moving around. Finally pulled down. But he can be a headache if you're a D lineman to try to get. Demons have done a good job containing him today.
Hey, Brandon.
How you doing, man? Like the jersey?
Something different.
Yeah.
All my boys are on other teams, so you should be tired. You out of shape, bro. Hey, I told you I had stuff for y'all. It's gonna be a fun season.
Looking forward to seeing this Venom team. They got pure chaos later today, and what should be an interesting matchup. See what chaos has as well. I heard they took some bees with them. I heard a couple went. Low, Bob. Incomplete. Good defense by Savage. If one thing's for sure with this Demons team, this defense could definitely play. They definitely have the defense to compete. Offensively, though, they are just not there at the moment. And we had talked about it. The many years the program had issues on that offensive side of the ball. Same issues rearing its head today with the Demons. Kind of going back to the Nighthawk days. We talked about it back when a lot of these core guys were with program, a few of them, in fact. They had a bit of a run. This current group came together a little more so throughout 2019 and 20. This new Demon squad, the new starter hoping to get, but so far Primetime, nice little pitch there. Keep an eye on Guzman when he's near the ball, premature whistle. Guzman scores, but it's a premature whistle. So a premature whistle on that sideline, and the rolling should be that he's down. Guzman saying that he's got 6, but he won't get it. So we're at the end zone.
You got to be better than that.
Champ steps it up. Pulled down from behind. Cooper with the bull. First down, however. And Primetime, they got the Demons right where they want them. The score here can put it away. But they can take all the time they need. Coming up next, Keith Giles will have Demons versus Misfits. 2 minutes has been called. First and goal is up. End zone. Incomplete. Wow. It would have been a great catch, but instead it'll fall incomplete. And we are in the back of the end zone. End zone. What a play! Double coverage. Touchdown. Prime time. And with that, it's 12-0.
Listen, you know every time that happens, you know what it's called? Ball game. See ya. We want to be.
And Prime Time has made a statement today at Shippensburg. Two games and they've outscored their opponents 31-6. This is a good week one for Prime Time. Just what this team needed after last season. This was a semi-finalist team that got better as the year went on. Looks like Bob's going to kick it. So we're going to go back here for the extra point.
A-gap's closed! A-gap's closed! Closed!
And they're just going to try to throw it and nowhere to go there. So 12-0. So 12-point game here in the fourth. Two tight ends set. Parker. Incomplete.
He left because he was too busy politicking. He was like weird.
So he ran off the field like a goat.
Parker. On fire deep. Incomplete. Great defense down there. Third down coming up. You got to give it to this prime time defense today. What a performance. What a performance. 6 points allowed in nearly 2 games. Surrendering less than a touchdown per game right now. Parker. Late. Yeah, pulled right down. You got to give it up for this Primetime defense today. They are executing on a very high level at the moment.
What's down? Hey, let's go wherever I'm at. Not this one.
2 tight ends set. 3 wide receivers. They got a one-on-one over here. Keep an eye on that. Parker to that left side. Now he's cut to the middle. This is what we should have seen more of today, honestly. This is going to work out. Parker will run it in. Touchdown, Demons. That's what we saw a lot of back at the New Year's Invitational. And it was a big key to that offense having the success it did. So now the score is 12-6. Under 2. 4 for 20 coming up. And if you're Primetime here, they were able to close out the last game. Got to close out this one too. This was a team who had twice blown multi-score leads in games last season. The first time to the Tri-State Spartans back in April. They led 25-13, rallied back to win 26-25. And then second time was against X-Dogs a month later. They trailed that game 18-7. X-Dogs did before winning 21-18. 10 seconds. Parker. 12-7. So onside kick, you best believe is coming. So the 4 for 20 roll. All right. Got to cover this. Remember, this is what killed Primetime back in April against the Spartans. 4 for 20 roll for those unfamiliar. Ball was to be placed at the 20. It's 4 for 20 from the 20. Offense gets the ball if it's past the 40-yard line, whether it be a completion across the middle for a gain of 20 plus, or even a play where a penalty causes them to get the first down. Remember, automatic first downs would count towards that. So if, say, there was a 15-yarder against Primetime here, it would be an automatic first for Demons. A touchdown would win the game for Demons at this point. But they can technically score a touchdown here. Remember, we saw that back at the Turkey Bowl last year. FYT and the Thanksgiving Goats. Darren Guzman found Sean Parker for 80 yards in the game-winning score in that one. As a result, FYT got the 26-25 victory. We saw the rule come into place the first time last year in the Washington County Flag Football League when Broadax attempted against Warriors. It was a failed attempt. Warriors went on to win. We saw it in Ocean City back in April. The Strong Island Bulldogs converted a 4 for 20. That led to the game-winning Craig Peterson field goal to defeat the Lions in the A Bracket Championship. Parker's won one before in these situations, but this time he's the quarterback. Can he do it this time? Those legs will be very key. Got to throw it now, though. And it's a pick. And that'll do it. Primetime 2-0 on the day. They will finish with a plus 18. They defeat the X-Dogs and the Demons. And the final score of this one Primetime 12, Demon 7. I'm Joey Blaze. For Team Blunt Talk, we're going to hand it off to Keith Charles for Try Hard Sports. He'll be right back on his channel. Chris Boone warming up as Misfits take on the Demons.